Hello and welcome back to Tottenham Logic TV. I just wanted to do a bit of a tongue-in-cheek video today to explain why it's different because it's Tottenham. And the reason why I want to do this, because lately, in the last couple of, say last week or so, people have been taking a piss out of Spurs because they were 2-0 up against Brighton and they ended up losing 3-2. And then there was this thing going around saying that Spurs are done this for the 10th time in Premier League history, the first club to do it 10 times. So I just wanted to remind all these other clubs that they're not so perfect. And it happened quite recently to your clubs too. So you're not safe in this video. So I want to point out that when other clubs do it, it gets forgotten about. When you speak about Spurs results, it gets over exaggerated. And when you talk about other clubs, they just brush it under the carpet. I'll give you some examples. So last year in April 2023, the magnificent Arteta, the manager that everyone lauds, that says he's a genius manager, yeah? April 2023, so just last year, Arteta's Arsenal went 3 games in a row, they went 2-0 up. 3 games in a row, they went 2-0 up and didn't win any of them. That's 3 games in a row. And drew every single one in April 2023. Liverpool, West Ham, and Southampton. We did it once, and the whole Spurs fans meltdown happened. And Arsenal done it 3 times in a row in 2023. I'm just saying it happens to your clubs too. But when it's Tottenham, it's different. May 2021, and the reason why I've gone back that far is because Pep was in his 5th year with Manchester City. 5th year. So he's got all the players he wants. He's got all the signings he wants. He's got his team playing how he wants. He's going for titles. And they were 2-0 up against Brighton. And guess what happened? They lost 3-2 to Brighton as well. So even happens to the champions. But when it's Tottenham, it's different. So let's try and take things in perspective. Let's not have meltdowns every single time Tottenham lose, because it's getting stupid. Let's think of another team. Last December in 2023, Villa were 2-0 up against Man United and lost 3-2. I actually watched that game. The reason why I've made this relevant is because Unai Emery is lauded as a much better manager than Ange. And I'm not disputing that. I'm saying Unai Emery is a very good manager. He's won very, very big trophies. But it happened to him as well. 2-0 up against Man United and they lost 3-2. It happens. They were also last season 2-0 up against Chelsea at home and drew 2-2. It happens even to the best managers. So please, we don't need to have meltdowns when it happens to us. But all I'm saying is, when it's Tottenham, there's more of a piss take than there is for any other side. Everyone seems to forget it happens to other teams. Even City in December 2023, so more recently, were 2-0 up against Palace and drew 2-2. It happens, even to the best of us. Let me give you another example of how the media portray Spurs compared to how they portray other teams. So Tottenham went to St James's Park, battered them, completely dominated them on their turf. And Newcastle scored a late winner through Isaac, yeah? It was a through ball. We should have caught him offside, but we didn't, and they scored, yeah? We should have already been 3 or 4-0 up, but the pundits and YouTubers were all saying, well, that's a poor result. Spurs should really be beating Newcastle because they're a mid-table side. Yeah? 2 weeks later, Manchester City went to St James's Park and Isaac wasn't playing, their top goal scorer, by the way, and Manchester City couldn't beat them. They drew 1-1. But my point is, the pundits then started saying, well, St James's Park is a tough place to go. So, you know, you're not guaranteed a win there. Different when it's Tottenham. You should be beating Newcastle if it's Tottenham. Arsenal last season going for the title, lost at St James's Park. It was deemed as a tough place to go. Arsenal weren't getting the piss taken out of them saying you should be beating them at St James's Park. It was more, oh, how good were Newcastle that day? Brilliant defensively, but different when it's Tottenham. Another example just from this season. Tottenham, before the Man United game at Old Trafford, I didn't hear anybody predict a Spurs win. Everybody was saying 2-2. Everyone was saying Spurs don't beat top 6 sides. Man United are a traditional top 6 side. Tottenham don't go there and beat them. We've got a really bad away record. We went to Old Trafford and absolutely demolished them. It's probably the best I've seen them under Ange. We battered them completely. After the game, Man United are shit. Tottenham should have easily beat them anyway. They're not even a mid-table side. They're 14th. Look how crap they are. You should beat them anyway. You shouldn't get overexcited. It completely changed because it was Tottenham. And I'll give you an example why it was different when it was Tottenham. Because earlier in the season, Liverpool went to Old Trafford and beat them 3-0. And everyone said how great Liverpool were. What a performance. They demolished Man United. They dominated them. Man United just couldn't keep up with them. But different when it's Tottenham. Yes, I agree. Capitulating against Brighton was crap. I understand that. And I understand why it pissed you off. It pissed me off. I didn't want to lose, especially how dominant we were in the first half. But it happens. All I'm saying is it happens. It's happened to the best of us. It's happened to all the best teams. It's happened to Pep more than one occasion. Brighton also seem to turn up against big 6 sides because in recent history, they've beaten City, Man United, Aston Villa, Newcastle, Arsenal, and they've drawn with Liverpool. It happens to even the best sides. There's no need for us to have meltdowns. Let me know in the comments what you think. Did these facts cheer you up a little bit? Has it put it a little bit of perspective for you that it doesn't just happen to Spurs? And have you noticed this bias when it comes to Spurs? There's a massive piss take. There's a massive Spursy. When Arsenal do it, where's the RC? No one's saying RC when Arsenal do it. No one's saying Villa-y when Villa do it. No one's saying shitty City when they do it. But when Spurs do it, it's Spursy. It's a massive media bias when it comes to Spurs. They just can't wait to take the piss out of us. There's no need for meltdowns, no need for panic. It's happened quite a lot in recent history. So everything's okay. Don't worry. Please like this video if you enjoyed it. Please subscribe if you're new to this channel. I will be supporting the Spurs even through the bad times. I will not turn on my club just because they're going through a rough patch. And I will not be shouting Ange out every time we lose. So if you want to subscribe to someone like that, please do. And I will see you on the next video. And come on, you Spurs.